Hey everyone, I messed up my edge and I thought I'd use it as an opportunity to let everybody learn a little something about the qualities of really hard steel and really fine edges. So you can probably see, some reflection here and here for the cutting bevel, and there's this gap here. That's where I rolled the edge. So if I slide my thumb, hopefully you can hear this. Can't really feel anything. And here, my thumb's catching because I rolled the edge over. Here where it's straight, here where it's rolled. So I've been using this knife for several weeks, haven't even sharpened it, only been cutting vegetables, and today I decided to cut a crusty fried pork belly, and that's when I rolled that edge. Light's not catching it quite as well on this side. It's definitely more obvious right there. And now, the second part of this is the hardness and why a honing steel won't work as well on your really hard Japanese knives. So because the edge is rolled, I'm going to try stropping this backwards to see if I can get it to straighten out. On a softer German steel, this would work no problem. Let's see what happens here. Bring it back up and get some nice reflection there. Nothing, reflection. So it didn't work. All this honing rod is really doing is adding some sort of ugly micro teeth to the good cutting edge. And if you can see how easily the steel deflects, that's how thin the edge is. Not sure if that's coming through. So I have to resharpen this anyway, so I don't mind doing this. But now that I've done that, it almost feels like I've got a burr on one side because that edge was so fine, and pulling it across the honing rod and deforming that edge, maybe you can see it a bit better. Creates what almost feels like a burr on that side. And that's one of the reasons why honing rods don't always work well on really hard Japanese knives with very thin edges that are designed for cutting vegetables. And that's one of the reasons why you want to go to the stones instead of the rod, unless you've sharpened a more robust edge for yourself. But if you have one of these super fine edges, you're going to run into some problems. So hopefully that makes sense to everyone. And hopefully y'all can learn from my mistake without having to mess up your own knife. Also, this is a nice Funiyuki from Alexander Bezos. It's a great knife.